Welcome back to my channel. It is day 14 of 25 days of Sockmas. I ended up doing what I said I didn't want to do, which was removing this from the sock machine. I have a long way to go with this project. This is what we got, so it just barely will wrap around my neck. And I was already at like 230 rows when I took this off. My plan for this is to put it back on maybe like in a few days when I'm like working from home, being mellow, doing my job. I'll put this on the machine, like crank it a few times, do my job, crank it a few times, do my job, crank it a few times. I think that will be better for this project because it's the weekend and I don't want to just stand there or sit. I have a sit-stand desk, and that's why sometimes I'm standing and cranking. I don't want to just stand there and crank this all day on a Saturday. What I do want to do today is work on these stockings. This is the stocking that I made for my boyfriend a couple days ago. I got a lovely comment from one of my viewers who suggested that since I'm having trouble with the ribber, maybe I should like knit what I want, knit my socks, take them off, and then knit the ribs separately so I can like practice with the ribber. And I thought that was such a good idea. So I'm gonna try that first for these stockings. Especially since I was gonna remove this anyway because I don't like the way it looks with this stocking. I think that's a great idea. So this is the one for my boyfriend. It's been blocked, it's nice and flat. It didn't really grow that much, but I think it'll look cute when it's hanging, and it will continue to grow like lengthwise as it's hanging, especially when I put things inside of it, which will weigh it down, cause it to grow more. So who knows what shape this is going to end up being. This is the I-cord that I ended up knitting on my machine the other day, just as a test to see if I could knit flat. I could. It was a little tricky to get started because the machine like really wants, the machine like, it was just a little tricky to get started, but I had to do some, I don't know, I just had to like hold things weird. I really had to like figure out how to get that weight to stay on this tiny bit of yarn, but once I figured it out, it worked. I made this little I-cord, which will end up being a tiny loop like this, and it will go on the end, on the edge of the stocking like this, and it will hang like something like this. In this video, I want to make my stocking, which will hang next to my boyfriend's stocking. Then, after the stockings are both made and blocked, I'm going to block the one for myself too, then we will do some ribs that will then attach separately later, because I love that idea. I still have to weave in the ends for this, but it looks nice because all the ends are on the inside right now. But I'm going to do that later, probably not in this video. In this video, I'm going to make my stocking, and I'll also make the little I-cord for my stocking. I'll block it. Maybe I'll do the rib, I'm not sure, it depends on how much time I have today. Maybe we'll do the ribs tomorrow because I would love to hang these up before we get too close to the end of December. For my boyfriend's stocking, I ended up doing this stripe pattern. So I had blue as like my main stripe color, and then every other stripe was different. And I want to stick with the stripey pattern for mine, and that's also a good way to make sure they're about the same size because I can follow the stitch count of the stripes. I dug around in my stash and I did pull out some really nice sock yarns, and then I like put them back because I don't want to waste too much sock yarn. I don't want to waste too much sock yarn, and I don't know why like doing something like this feels like a waste. Like I should just be using my sock yarn to make socks. This is a sock, and it's like, I don't know, if these end up being really cute, I'll probably hang them up for like years to come. It's not a waste, okay? I'm trying not to think of it as a waste of my sock yarn. I picked a few things. I picked this orange, which is Hedgehog Fibers sock yarn. It's the twist sock yarn. I don't remember the color. I think it might be like Amoeba, but I'm not sure. And then I have this King Fiber Skinny Singles, which is not sock yarn. And this is going to be my stripe color. So every other one. So it'll be more even than my boyfriend's, which was a little more scrappy. I have this Ritual Dyes kind of ochre color, which I'm thinking I'll do for the heel and the toe. It won't be like super vibrant, but I think this is a pretty color combination. I'm just gonna go for it. And then maybe my rib will be different. I'm not sure yet. I would love to do something with pink, but I don't have a lot of pink that I'm willing to part with just for the stocking. I kind of want to save some of my pinks for actual socks that I make on the sock machine. I'm gonna get started on the stocking, and then once I take it off, I'll show it to you. We'll block it, and then we'll make the I-cord. Ta-da! Just finished. This is what it looks like. I think it's pretty cute. I think the colors go really well together, especially like this orange color that's coming out in the King Fiber yarn. I think it'll be cute. Let's see it with my boyfriends. It feels so much better after it's blocked. Oh my gosh, it looks so much bigger. Hopefully it grows as much. I'm going to block this now, but first I'm going to make the little I-cord, and I'll show you how I did it on the machine. I ended up taking off a bunch of the needles because I'm only going to work over about 5 needles. And I'm going to cast on with black first, and then I'll cast on with whatever my I-cord color is. I haven't even chosen it yet. Something that matches this. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll do this color here. And I'm going to make it the same way I made this other one, just so I have a little loop for the stocking. Okay, let's do it.